Good morning. Happy Friday. Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please help me give a warm welcome to Laura with today's announcements.
Good morning. Today's Friday. Friday, March 22nd, and it's also a white day. Today is the last day to submit your act for the 2024 St. Johnsbury Academy Talent Show. Please send an email briefly describing your act to either Mr. John Lovett or Annabelle Reiser by no later than 3 p.m. today. All those who competed in the MathCon competition and scored in the top 10% for their grade need to meet Mr. Legge on the front steps of Fuller immediately after chapel for a photo. Attention juniors, if you have an interest in politics, leadership, or public policy, we would like you to consider the Boys and Girls State programs. You get to spend a week on a college campus, setting policy and running a mock government. Up to 4 boys and 4 girls will be chosen to represent the Academy at this week-long conference. The boys program will run from June 19th through June 24th, and the girls program will run from June 23rd to June 28th. If you have any interest or questions, email Mr. Mantius or stop by his classroom during conference period in Ranger 211 to pick up an application. All costs will be taken care of by sponsors and the Social Studies Department. Happy birthday today to Madeline Gray, Gloria Hahn, and Lane Lawton. Happy birthday tomorrow to Maxwell Gray, Pablo Gutierrez Gonzalez, and Noah Miller. And on Sunday to Zeke Wahlberg. Happy birthday. Thank you and have a great weekend.
Thank you, Laura. Over the weekend, the girls' track and field team competed in the Adidas Nationals in Virginia Beach. Brooke White placed 26th in the National Elite 400 meter. Lola Ide placed 9th in high jump, and Willa Cantrowitz 39th in the 800 meter. The sprint medley of Willa, Brooke, Zoe Cusack, and Riley Strom placed 2nd, and the sprint medley relay of Lola, Avon Thomas, Brooke, and Willa placed 4th. To cap a stunning indoor season, Andrew Thornton Sherman won the championship 800 in a new meet record. Congratulations to our track and field team. And courtesy of Chef B, we do have some acts of kindness to deliver to folks this morning. So at the end of chapel, I would love to have a representative from the Morris Advisory, the Sayarath Advisory, and the McGarvin Advisory for some treats from Chef B. So congratulations to those act of kindness winners. And of course, thank you to Chef B. We are incredibly fortunate to be an audience for lots of amazing performances here in chapel. Sometimes that comes in the form of folks from our own community, and other times that's in the form of invited guests. Please help me welcome Mrs. McKenzie to the stage this morning to introduce today's guest. Mrs. McKenzie.
Towards the stage, and these voices continued speaking, and they were kind of softly speaking to each other. I realized, oh, there was Martin Luther King, and there's Malcolm X, and there's James Baldwin, and Toni Morrison, like all of my favorite authors. Nikki Giovanni was there. And then I was even more insecure. I was like, oh my God, what am I doing here? And I just kind of stood there frozen. And Duke Ellington was also there. It's amazing, dream life. And I just kind of stood there frozen, and then all of a sudden, Duke Ellington turned to me and said, "We're waiting for you." And then I woke up. And I've been waking up ever since. And the lesson of that dream was that the world is waiting for you to shine, not waiting for another Coltrane or another Martin Luther King or another Baldwin, but waiting for you to shine and waiting for your voice to come out. So I just want to share that bit of inspiration with you, and I hope it allows you to blossom. I'm going to close out with a poem here called How I Built My Star House. My star house is the name of my actual house that I built a few years ago with the help of a lot of friends. But my house actually became a metaphor for my life, for my dreams, kind of similar to the story I just told you. My star house eventually symbolized my universe, my place to dream and aspire. And so this is called How I Built My Star House. It started with making poems, seeing alchemic results of pairing transcendence with the trodden floor, taking the seeds of some way forward and adding palpable visions from a river of things yet to be seen, building modes of liberation from roads of inner-born means. Then it began to flourish through the making of hats, through the creation of crowns, anointing each vision I grasped, turning poems into high-feathered hats. And with colors of courage and destinies blessed, with the galactic clarity of an incandescent breath, whole poems began to sound from the far outer reaches of a blown bass clarinet. Soon, entire cosmographies of freedom began to speak into being, reap into healing, reach into seeing, freeing into believing, feeling into gleaning my way home. It started with making poems, turning mountains into navigational tomes, finding maroonage upon these high ridge bones of futures crowning to be shown. It started with making vessels from dreams forest grown. It started with making the asterism of a drinking gourd into the castle of my very own home. And thus is born the Star House. It started with making poems. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So I just want to assure you that everything you do in your life, in your goals for yourself, in your dreams, lends to your eventual person, lends to your creating and achieving the things you hope to achieve. I'm a poet and a musician. I'm also a hat maker. And my hats often become extensions of my poems or extensions of my music. I may be the only one who knows that, but it helps. Everything is connected. So I just want to encourage you to shine your light. So I'm going to close out with just a little more music, and I thank you definitely for coming. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was beautiful. If you needed an invitation, there it is. The world is waiting for you to shine. A reminder that if I called your name for your advisory treats, please come and get those. And with those beautiful words and sounds, I'm going to send you into the weekend. Be safe. Be careful in the snow that's coming. Faculty.